have snuck backstage at Mastercard Priceless gig with Pharrell, and he's right here. Are you excited?
I am.
You're playing an intimate one today. How different is it for you playing ones like these and ones, for example, on Saturday when they're in front of a huge audience?
Well, I think this one is much more private, and I think, when they asked me to do it, I think it was connected to something, a concept that I liked. What I consider to be priceless doesn't have anything to do with money. I think happiness is priceless. Happiness and time.
Because you can never get time back.
You can never get time back.
If you could relive one moment in your career, what would it be?
I don't know. I feel like all of the journey has been so exciting and riveting. It's like a film. Your life is like a film. It just keeps moving. And I'm afraid if you rewind, you may miss what you're supposed to be experiencing now. So, because now is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So for me, I think that's more important, to just continue to enjoy the moment. That's where all the magic is. Because just like that moment's gone. So enjoy that moment. That's priceless to me.
I've never heard that answer before. That was perfect. Now, talking about the present, you really are the man of the moment.
No.
We are just
No.
We are loving your duet with Ed Sheeran.
Well, listen, I had a wonderful time with him in the studio, and he's really a genius artist. He really is. I think he's the very definition of a singer-songwriter, and I think he leads the charge in this day and age as a singer-songwriter. Like, it's him, there's Adele, it's like a good, handful of really serious singer-songwriters. And they're changing music. They're changing the way people think about music, and the way people are starting to recognize very specific cravings in terms of what they like in music. And I really honestly think that Ed Sheeran is one of those answers. I'm only as good as my, collaborators, and I'm only as good as the opportunities given to me.
Well, talking about opportunities, The Voice is coming up for you.
Right.
And now, why did you say yes to that? It's so exciting.
Well, because it gives me the opportunity to not only coach the people that are on my team, but everybody out in TV land, or anyone out in TV land, if they ever have a question, hopefully I'm answering them, so you don't even have to be on the show to receive some advice.
Who gave you the best advice, and what was the best advice you've ever been given?
Oh, I've had so many. All of my music teachers conspired, whether they knew I would end up here or not, they just kept nudging me in that direction. And, every time, it's like physics. Every time something is nudged, you're giving it more momentum. And though the ball may not know where it's going, it's definitely rolling. And, I definitely attribute all of this to all of my teachers, because they kept pushing me. Even when I'm from Virginia, and there's no music industry there, and there's no Hollywood there, but for whatever reason, they kept saying, stick with that, like there's something there. And so I attribute, like I said, I attribute all of this to my teachers.
Okay, so now we have our Get to Know Pharrell in 60 Seconds round. So these are our quick fire questions. Are you ready?
I'm not sure I'll be able to answer them as fast as you ask them. But I'm going to try to keep up.
We're going to go. Okay.
Okay.
Most enjoyable collaboration you've ever done?
All of them.
Best cover you've ever seen of Happy?
I don't know her name, but there was this French African girl that plays guitar. Her first name starts with an I, last name starts with a B.
Okay, we'll look out for that one. Describe your perfect day.
That's my family.
Best perk of your job?
Discovering new sounds and directions.
What's the first thing you do when you arrive home?
From a day at work, or from being out of town? Because I've only been home twice this year.
When you've been out of town?
Plop on my bed.
Who's the first person you call when something great happens?
My wife.
Where do you call home?
Miami and Virginia, and Tokyo.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Mario Kart.
Favorite food?
Ben & Jerry's, Red Velvet, cake ice cream.
Favorite person you've met recently?
Donald Fagen from Steely Dan.
Amazing. And lastly, all your fans have tweeted us with questions all day, and we've picked out our best ones. First of all, this was just because we had sheer quantity. Rumours about you collaborating with One Direction. Is this on the cards?
What cards?
The One Direction cards.
They make cards? I'm just playing. Yeah, I would do it for sure. I mean, I've never shied away from popular acts. I mean, contrary to what, how some people feel about it, I feel like as long as there's airwaves, then we should do what we can to make them feel amazing when people listen to them.
And you've been spending some time with Liam Payne, and everybody is going crazy over it because they think this is the start of something together.
I'm here.
Okay, that's great. And lastly, when you were little, when was the first moment you had an inkling that you might be singing to large groups of people?
Never. In fact, this whole entire year has been this whole last 12 months is still a surprise to me.
You're probably the most humble person we've ever met in an interview, so thank you so much for your time.
I actually enjoyed your interview. It's awesome.
Ah, thank you. Oh, well, I really appreciate that.